It's the Riot Podcast, the Tuesday, November 14th edition. What a show. What a show. We talk about how I wish it was okay for me to smell like cookie dough. We also talk about a controversial study that says our pets aren't making us happy. And Isaiah disagrees. We talk about when this is the best time to get engaged around this time of year. And if you're watching this podcast, you're going to want to watch the next video as well, because it's probably our food fight with the Krispy Kreme fall collection of donuts.
You can find out what we thought about those. They were very yummy.
Oh, I thought you were going to leave it on a cliffhanger.
I thought about it, but you know what? They were so good, I had to touch it in here.
Check that out. Enjoy the podcast, and we will catch you next time.
See you guys.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
Logan Paul, you buy this? In a recent interview with Fox Business, Logan Paul says his plan is to retire from boxing. I guess that's a weird way to put it. It's not his plan. He is retiring from boxing, is what he says.
Does that mean, because I know that he does like the WWE stuff.
Yeah, that's different.
That's separate, right?
That's not boxing. You ever watch WWE?
No, I'm just making sure that he's not, when you say boxing, I'm making sure that you're not encompassing all of the stuff that he does.
No, he is.
It's just boxing, then yes, I believe that he would retire.
He says, I think I've retired from boxing. I think I've done enough in this sport. And so he's going to be a full-time wrestler. Those are all.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
But isn't this what boxers do? Boxers say, like, how many times has Floyd Mayweather probably said he was retiring, you know?
A handful of times.
Yeah. You know,
but Logan Paul, did you ever think that when you say what boxers do, you encompass him in that category? He's an entertainer. I think he was built for the WWE.
He's 25-0 as a boxer. What more do you need to see? I think that this is. He may intend on not boxing, but you get that big payday. You know, that next big payday comes out, and they have to up the price because they have to lure you out of retirement. This is boxing. This is like boxing 101. And you said it. He's an entertainer, so this is all part of the shtick. So that one day he comes back, it's like Logan Paul putting the gloves back on for one last bout. I don't know who it would be against, but he may never box again. I just think this is the part of the boxing thing. You say you retire if you're not going to fight for a while. Retiring from boxing does not mean the same thing as if I said I'm retiring from radio.
I think that's completely different.
Yeah, completely different. No one would lure me out of retirement.
And I also think as well, with Logan Paul, since he did sign a multi-year deal with the WWE,
mm-hmm.
I think I'm sure he did that, and he's like, this is way better. Because he's not getting punched in the face.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's maybe a lot easier on the body. I don't know, some wrestlers might disagree with that.
I would say the WWE is tougher than you probably realize, even though it is.
Yeah.
A little bit staged.
No, but to stay in shape and
and then you still do get like hit and things.
Yeah,
you're
like
jumping off the top rope.
Yeah, just because the outcome might be.
But you're not getting drilled 60 times in the nose.
Yeah,
that sounds way worse.
But at the payday, I'm just saying, if the payday is there, and I'm sure it will be one day. You know, the WWE thing. Not that he necessarily needs that to stay relevant, but it's going to keep him as a fighter relevant. Even if he was to not box for 5 years, that'd be a long time. But I think he'll be back. Is all I'm saying. I think it's just all a part of.
He's a good marketer.
Yeah, all a part of the. But I see through it all. I see his real plans.
We'll see. He has a cool net worth of $75 million.
Wow, I'd be happy with just.
Sitting on my butt.
I was going to say $70 million.
Oh, no, I'd be cool just hanging out with that much money.
Nobody does it better. The Riot Radio U.
A real romantic time of year. Did you know that in just the space between Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day, 40% of engagements take place? 40% of proposals happen between Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day. And that might actually seem a little low, but then you think that's really only like that's 40% of engagements happen in like a 3-month span of the year.
A lot of big days.
Yes.
A lot of big engagement days.
In fact, if you look up the specific days where people propose the most, they're by and large all in this time frame. The number one most popular day to get engaged, you guessed it, Valentine's Day.
How romantic.
Yeah. Kind of basic though, don't you think?
A little bit basic.
Yeah. If you're like, part of the proposal for a lot of people is you want attention. If you want attention, you can't be one of the 7 couples that gets engaged on Valentine's Day.
But at the same time, you don't announce it the day that you get engaged.
You don't with the pictures and whatever?
I think you can, but it's going to come like a week later usually. Because you got to tell everybody.
Yeah.
Usually you don't announce
important people, yeah.
Yeah, you don't tell like your parents on social media. You would like call them.
Yeah.
Get around all your close friends. Maybe do it like February 22nd.
8 days you hold off, huh?
Yeah, you do. At least.
It's hard to hold off that long when you know it's going to blow up on your Instagram. The number 2, this is surprising. You know the number 2 most popular day to get engaged? New Year's Day. I guess with the the New Year's kiss and then, a ring. Will you marry me?
At like 12:05 a.m.
That's how I did it. I said, aha.
Oh. Yeah. Looky here.
New Year's Day, the second most popular day to get
ball
engaged.
dropped.
Yeah. A big moment.
You do it right when the clock strikes midnight. So then it's New Year's Day technically, but
yeah,
it's New Year's Eve.
It's really a New Year's Eve proposal. Number 3, Christmas Day, of course.
See, that doesn't seem like I wouldn't do that.
That's not enough course to you.
I wouldn't. Those don't seem like they cross all that much for me, but
why not?
I feel like Christmas Day is not like a one-on-one holiday so much.
Yeah, but I think for many people, for your proposal, you want to do that around family and friends, which is why
like Thanksgiving would be appropriate.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. It's not one of the top 5 days, but
that's what it feels like to me. Like, are you doing it at Thanksgiving? It just feels like an odd family holiday. I understand all the other ones so far, but Christmas Day seems like a little bit weirder. But
Christmas Day was number 3, then Christmas Eve. Then, this is shocking. This one doesn't fit in at all.
Christmas Eve sounds more romantic than Christmas Day to me, because then you can wear the ring all of Christmas Day and tell everybody.
Of course, yeah.
But
no, it makes sense. But think about this. Think about this, though. It's just like a commercial. It's everybody, the family gathered around the tree or whatever. All the presents have been opened. And then, oh, what's this? One more present? And then it's for Julie and, Jack gets down on one knee. Will you marry me? Every kiss begins with K. Like, that's how it happens. Way
to make Christmas about you, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. And Julie. Yeah. Picture. Well, everybody's in on it. They're all excited.
All of a sudden, my gifts don't mean as much.
They're rifling through the other gifts because they know that it's all going to be capped off. Everybody knows except Julie. Number 4. Wait, Christmas Eve. I said that. Number 5. This is the shocker. This one makes no sense compared to the other ones. You think Christmas Day doesn't make sense? Number 5, most popular day to get engaged, 4th of July.
Now that's American.
Yeah.
About time. About time.
Probably during the fireworks, I guess, would be romantic.
If you had to pick another day, what day would you pick?
I just think, sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas where a bunch of people are together. Like if you want it, for me and my wife, the way we did it, we didn't have a big showy proposal, out somewhere. It was kind of lower key because she didn't want the attention. But if we would have wanted, family around, people that would be happy for you, that actually care, not strangers. And so maybe if you're really close with your families and you want them to be involved in the moment, you do it on Thanksgiving or some other family gathering around the holidays.
Not a bad time.
Yeah. December 23rd was number 6, by the way, too.
Really?
So, yeah.
Christmas Eve.
And then the Saturdays before Christmas are also...
No Thanksgiving, though. Nobody wants to...
Thanksgiving didn't even come up.
Nobody wants to propose on Thanksgiving, I guess.
Enough. Then you get like the whole Christmas season is about you and your engagement.
Exactly.
I feel like that would be a bigger one.
Because then you're going to see everybody. If you don't see them on Thanksgiving, you're seeing everybody between Thanksgiving and the New Year. Tell them all.
Is it too late to plan a Thanksgiving proposal now that we've given some good reasons why it makes sense?
Oh, no, you got plenty of time. Plenty of time. What have we had, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
More than enough.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
You ever do any you ever do any QVC shopping, Isaiah?
I'm not sure I know what QVC means.
QVC, like the TV shopping channels?
Oh no, I'm not really.
You never done that?
I'm not really on those.
I know there might be some people around the building that get real into that. And I also have some very good friends that have become at times borderline addicted to like the Home Shopping Network and QVC and whatever. I don't understand it, but I kind of understand this. Something you can get at QVC.com now. You know, Nestle Toll House cookies.
Yes, of course.
They have teamed up with a skincare company called, and this means nothing to me, but Beekman 1802. And they've come out with a whole skincare line that will make you smell like Nestle Toll House cookies.
Chocolatey.
Yeah. A little cocoa is how they would put it, as well as warm vanilla, rich butterscotch, and toasted brown sugar. You put those smells together, and you smell like a cookie.
Sounds like a good scent.
It does sound nice, doesn't it?
I mean, that's like, I feel like every girl has a perfume option that smells like a cupcake.
Yeah.
Or sprinkles or a cookie.
From Bath and Body Works.
One of them.
But it's not officially a cookie, right? Not officially Nestle Toll House. They have bar soap. It's actually, I don't know. I guess I don't know much about skincare. The bar soap is $16. I know that's more expensive than your standard bar of soap, but for a Nestle Toll House Beekman 1802 bar of soap, that doesn't feel outrageous, does it?
It's kind of like in line with all of the Beekman 1802s.
Yeah.
They're all around $18.
Cookie lip balm. Whoa, that's a lot. $39.
Lip balm? That's expensive.
That is a lot. Whipped body cream. I don't know what that means. That's $38.
It's like lotion.
But the thing is, like, would it be weird if you or I like bought this and started smelling like cookies all the time?
No.
Noticeably. You don't think that'd be odd?
I don't think so, no. I feel like girls always smell this way.
I know, that's why I'm saying, would it be weird for us to smell like it?
Well, I think that you probably wouldn't notice, or you would get used to it probably. Because I don't think anybody knows what cologne I have on every day. Yeah, I could be wearing cupcake cologne and no one would even know.
I didn't even know you had cologne on.
I wear cologne every day.
Never even noticed.
And you don't even know what the fragrance is.
No. You know, I do notice Nene a lot of the time.
What's he smell like?
I have no idea.
He smells good.
He doesn't smell like cookies, I'll tell you that. He smells like cologne.
You know what mine is?
I
smell
Aqua de Gio.
Oh, you're close. I smell like the ocean, apparently.
Oh, yeah?
Because the cologne I'm wearing right now is called Ocean.
By who?
I'm not sure. Oh, it's by Bath and Body Works.
By Bath and Body Works. Really?
Yes.
Really?
I smell like Ocean by Bath and Body Works.
So like salty and dirty and...
Is that what I smell like to you? I smell salty and dirty?
And dead fish?
I smell like crisp, clean air.
I don't know if you would think it's weird. I just think people would be, you know, if you walk by a gal and she smells like cookies, that's normal. If you walk by me and I smell like cookies, I just think I think that would be a little unusual.
I think it might be an improvement on what we smell like. Wouldn't you rather have me smell like cookies?
Yeah, so why don't we do this?
We can.
But Why don't we?
I don't know. You don't wear any perfume?
No, not typically. Sometimes I do like a beard oil.
Beard oil smells good.
Yeah, it does. It smells like probably like bourbon barrel. See, that would be. They wouldn't make a cookie. They don't have a Nestle Toll House cookie beard oil. I'm only allowed to smell like, if I want to oil my beard, I have to smell like bourbon barrels or something.
Well, you don't have any like you don't have any lotions either that.
I got lotions,
but they don't smell like anything good.
Not like this.
You need to get some new fragrances.
Yeah, I need to work on it. Add it to my Christmas list.
Oh, hi there.
This worst of the riot.
Crank that up.
Radio U.
Isaiah, you're a pet owner. You've got Jim, the Basset Hound. Would you say that Jim makes you happy?
He does. Sometimes.
Do you think you're happier having Jim the dog than if you were to have no pets at all?
I think Jim brings me happiness when I need him to. Sometimes.
That was very, you sound like a politician. Like you did, like I just watched, you watch a debate of the presidential candidates or whatever, and you ask a question, they don't actually answer it. That's what you just did.
I didn't swerve your question.
You did. I said, do you think you're happier with Jim the dog than if you did not have a pet at all?
And I said...
You said...
I think Jim brings me happiness sometimes.
But that doesn't answer the question that I just asked you. It's a yes or no question.
Would you like me to change my answer?
I want you to answer yes or no.
Okay.
Let me ask again.
Yes.
Do you think you are happier with Jim the dog than if you had never had any pet at all?
I would say I think there are a lot of things that Jim brings to the table that are pros. And then there's some things on a day-to-day basis I would consider a con that Jim brings to the table.
Yes.
But overall, as a pet, for the majority of the time, he does bring me some sort of happiness.
You know he's not listening right now, right? You can say whatever you want.
Oh, he's sleeping.
You can say no. You can say, I would be happier if I didn't have a pet.
I wouldn't be
equally happy.
I would be very sad if Jim left my life.
Yeah, but that's not the question. All right, listen.
I don't want my dog to die.
Surprised. I'm actually trying to trap you here. No, I'm not saying. I would not say that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to trap you because I think most pet owners, people are listening along. If they're a pet owner and and I ask them the same question, they'd be like, "Yes, I'm happier having my cat than if I never had a cat at all."
Well, they probably have more well-behaved animals than I do.
True. Yeah, Jim's a specific.
He's
problem,
a gremlin.
A very specific issue. But I have new research here from Michigan State University that has found that having a pet does not make you happier. Shockingly, you are not happier with a pet than if you didn't have a pet at all. Would you like to know how they figured this out?
Let's hear it, because I don't buy it.
So this goes back, they got this going during COVID-19, during the pandemic, which is actually, they found, thought that it'd be a great time to study this because when everyone's stuck at home pretty much and you have to spend more time with your pet, it's a pretty good control of the people that don't have a pet versus the people that do have a pet. This is where you would find the most difference, you would think, when that's like their only companion pretty much. And so what they were asking people about their happiness, rate their happiness levels, all this throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, people that had pets versus people that don't. And although the pet owners said that their pets made them happier, the actual happiness levels of people that had pets versus people that didn't have pets were virtually equal. You are equally as happy during COVID-19, during quarantine and all that, if you had a pet or if you didn't. And it doesn't matter what kind of pet, how many. Everybody was equally happy or equally upset, I guess you could say. So it's not like, basically you would think if pets make us happier, all the pet people would be happier during that pandemic. And we weren't.
Well, you listen here. Don't worry, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and debunk this. as you guys are making your way in this morning. So all of our pet people driving along obviously know that this isn't right. So let me just go ahead and debunk it. The people that own pets obviously need the pet. So they need the pet to be a little bit happier. Where the people that don't have pets obviously don't need the pet to be happier. People? They might not be pet people. Maybe if you have a family with a beautiful wife and great children, you might not need a pup there to bring you that little extra happiness, right? They'd be just as happy with me, who's all by my lonesome, with just me and Mr. Jim during COVID. But if I didn't have Mr. Jim, I might be a little bit sadder. We wouldn't be the same level. But if I had maybe a family and kids, maybe I don't need Mr. Jim so much.
So you think all of these people that they surveyed that didn't have pets had never had pets before?
I'm thinking all the people that maybe they did, but maybe they don't need the pet right now because they have a beautiful wife and children. So they have that same level of happiness.
So it's either pet or beautiful wife and children.
It could be a hobby. Maybe you're a big sewer or something. And during COVID, you were puzzling it up, and you have other hobbies.
You're finally I have all the time for my puzzles.
I'm not so much into puzzles, so I might need a pup there. So if you don't have a dog, you'll find a way to be happy. But if you have a dog, then that could be your happiness.
I don't know. You know what? The only way to find out is to have a similar control group where they evaluate sowers versus non-sowers and see who's happier.
Precisely.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.